Monday, March 24th, we see the moon move into void of course on its way into Aquarius, where it will form a sextile with Neptune, which is sitting over here in void of course, getting ready to move into Aries at the end of this week on Sunday. We also are going to see the moon shift into Aquarius, where it's going to come into conjunction with Pluto. While in this conjunction, it's going to form a trine with this Venus, Mercury, Sun conjunction, where the Sun is in conjunction with Mercury after just coming out of conjunction with Venus. So these planets are traveling very close together, aligning their energies and influencing us. It's also going to allow this moon to have this sextile with these three planets. Sextiles are energies of harmony and of support. So another day of supportive energy, allowing us to move into the transformations that we are growing in the beginning of Aries season here, and allowing us to align in our unconditional love and our communication. Now, sextiles are signs of harmony. They're harmonious connections that allow the energies to blend and work together positively. They're opportunity aspects. So they allow us to take the opportunities that these planets symbolize and bring them into our being to allow us to take opportunities in our outside world and the reflection that we give from both our inner and outer world. So this first sextile with the moon in void of course before it moves into Aquarius is allowing us to have, again, this connection of the moon and this connection of Neptune in its rawest form. Now, this connection with Neptune in void of course is much rarer, as Neptune spends a lot of time working through each zodiac sign, as it is very far away from us. So these opportunities of void of course connection, where the planetary bodies are unconnected to zodiac energy, they're uninfluenced by that second level of energetic influence, that zodiac influence, really allows us to get to the pure energies of these planetary bodies. So the moon representing our inner intuitive emotional self, and Neptune representing our belief systems, our dreams, our illusions and delusions. So this is really allowing us to bring our dreams into our inner being, bring our beliefs into our inner being, and allow them to work together to enable us to bring things into growth. Now, the moon is in its releasing cycle, in its waning cycle, which is about releasing those things that stand within our way. But we can still grow and step forward while the moon is waning. The moon is whole and in completion at all times. It is just which parts of the moon are illuminated by the sun in the cycles that they move around us here on Earth. So this waning, decreasing illumination of the sun is focusing on the darkness within, those elements of release, those elements of putting things to rest to enable us to move forward. So while we're working through this releasing phase of the moon, we're able to also still grow our dreams. A lot of the times, moving towards our dreams is about seeing what works and what doesn't work by taking those actions and those feelings within to bring them into being. So it's very important to see that as the moon is waning, we are able to still grow our dreams by releasing the things that restrict our dreams. That can be procrastination, not taking those actions forward, removing that clouded illusionary energy from our minds that clouds us from having the clarity to see exactly where we are going to move forward. This connection of the moon and Neptune showing us that we have the ability to bring our dreams into being. We just need to put ourselves out there. We just need to find that clarity of mind. We just need to take those next steps forward. We just need to allow ourselves to believe in ourselves. This connection is telling us to believe in yourself, believe in your growth, believe in the things that you are working towards. As the moon moves out of void, of course, and this connection between these planets dissipates, we see the moon move into Aquarius, and it's going to form this conjunction with Pluto. Conjunctions are the energies aligning, bringing them into unison, bringing them into cooperation, bringing them into alliance with each other so they are able to work at the same pace, work together. So really, this is aligning us in our ability to change. Our ability to change how we take the information that we have, how we use our mental realms, and how we pour it out into the world. Aquarius, the water bearer, is all about taking the knowledge of life and bringing it into being. Taking the realms of our mind and bringing it into being. So this alignment of the moon with Pluto is aligning us in our ability to change our inner world in order to manifest in our outer world, allowing us to put to rest the cycles that stand in our way and to rebirth ourselves anew. Happening during the waning phase of the moon allows us to release those things that stand in our way, release those restrictions to our growth that are not there enabling us to move forward. And to support this connection, we're going to see these sextiles with Venus, Mercury, and the Sun. So we're seeing this big connection of this alignment of our changing inner mind with our outer expressions of love and communication. Now, right now, both Mercury and Venus are in their retrograde phase, which means that they appear to be moving backwards from where we stand here on Earth. It is the slowdown of these planetary bodies' movements that allow us to move within and reflect on things. Retrograde energy is all about reflection, about assessing where we stand, assessing how we allow these energies to influence us, assessing how we want to make changes for when the planet goes direct and comes back into the light, back into its forward movement. We're able to put those changes into being. Kind of refreshing and renewing, allowing us to integrate things, remove those things that are no longer working, focus on those things that are working, wrap up some cycles, and then move forward. Venus and Mercury are both personal planets, so they affect us on a personal level. Venus is the planet of unconditional love and values. It is about our relationships, our relationship with ourselves, and our ability to align our values, bring them into balance, and give from this place of unconditional love and acceptance. Mercury is the planet of communication and the messages that we receive. It is all about how we communicate, the words we use, the tones we use, the ways we communicate, written forms, those messages that we give out, the stories that we tell about ourselves, the stories that we tell about the world, and really all of this mental functioning, the way that we think and digest. So right now, with these planets being in retrograde motion, aligning in this conjunction with the Sun, with our source, with our physical outer being, in the sign of Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, the sign of I am, this power of inner stability, this power of inner renewal, this power of new beginnings is very important. And it's very important for when it's falling in our cycle. It is falling at the very beginning of our astrological year as we step into the renewal of our world. We step into the renewal of ourself. We are our world. Our inner world is a reflection of our outer world. So this alignment of our unconditional love, our inner unconditional love, our inner messages, our inner communication with our outer expression of self, supported by our inner emotional intuitive self and our ability to change and grow, and the wisdom that we can give from our mental realm to be ourselves is very, very powerful. It is very powerful because it gives us this energy to be ourselves and to believe in ourselves and to renew ourselves and to step towards those dreams, that underlying energy of Neptune getting ready to move into Aries, Neptune being ready to shift us into a whole new energy, to allow us to wrap up cycles, encouraging us to see our growth, our journey as the balanced cyclic energy that it is. For everything has endings in order for there to be beginnings, and we begin things in order to end things. So these conjunctions and alignments in the sextile that it is forming is empowering us to stand in our inner and outer world and see how we can reflect the love and values that we have with the messages that we give, to enable us to change and grow so that we can move towards our goals, towards our dreams, towards the things that we are working towards. For that's why we're here on earth, is to live and be and grow. So this is telling us, live by the messages of your soul to enable you to change the way that you are feeling, change the ways that you are turning up, and pushing you into your dreams, pushing you into the things that you long to grow. For tomorrow, we're going to expand these energies we are working towards as the moon connects with Jupiter. This alignment of our changing cycles is going to be very important over the next couple of days, as this sextile between Pluto in Aquarius and Mercury, Venus, and the Sun begins to shift apart as the planets move, enabling us to change the stories we're telling, change the ways we're giving love, and change our overall expression of self out into the world. This is a perfect time to sit with yourself and see the changes that you need to make in order to communicate your story in a way that is in true alignment with how you feel about yourself, whom you want to be, and to understand that the more that you learn and grow, the more that the reflection of yourself in the outer world is going to continue to change, and that you have the ability to give yourself unconditional love, to accept yourself how you are, and to change the ways that you are thinking. This is very mental energy going on that's going to allow us to step into our own physical being, into our own passions and desires, and into this fire energy of initiating things into being from a place of wisdom, from a place of mental growth, from a place that is in alignment with the ways that we love and give our messages. Allow yourself to be yourself. Allow yourself to understand yourself. And from that inner understanding of self, you're going to be able to communicate and give of yourself in ways that are in alignment with your true being, enabling you to show who you are to the world and to shine in all your abundance and to shine in a way that is in alignment with your authentic self.